Final Fantasy XVI is the long-awaited 16th installment in the Final Fantasy series and will take players on an adventure in the land of Valisthea. This is a fantastical world surrounded by glittering mountains of crystal. Power is controlled by 6 factions, who will find their peaceful lives shattered by the presence of the Icons. These are creatures summoned by humans known as Dominants, who form part of a richly woven story set against a backdrop of political intrigue and magically gifted characters. If you're looking to embark on an epic fantasy adventure, look no further than the upcoming Final Fantasy XVI. Diablo IV is the next game in the Diablo line of titles, and many people are hoping that this game returns the franchise to the former glory that it once had. Especially since Blizzard was all too happy to make a pay-to-win version of the series with Diablo Immortal, and fans are not amused. Anyway, Diablo IV won't have any microtransactions, but you'll still have the hack and slash and action RPG gameplay that you would expect from such a title, including having freedom of character and class in order to go through the world as you see fit. The popular fighting game series is back and packs new features and a revamped look at returning characters. On top of the traditional fighting mode, Street Fighter VI brings 2 new additional modes, World Tour and Battle Hub. World Tour is a single-player story mode with a 3D world to explore, while Battle Hub is an online lobby for players to hang out together. Fights are also revamped with a new feature of Street Fighter VI, called Drive. This charging bar allows characters to perform deadly attacks but stuns them afterward. A powerful tool that can also backlash in the wrong hands.
Victory!
Crash is back, but this time, he'll be teaming up with friends and enemies to take on friends and enemies. In Crash Team Rumble, you and your allies will pick a character from the franchise and set out to collect the most Wumpa fruit possible. Your rivals will be doing the same, so you'll need to stay sharp, take them down so they can't get more, and hit their base to make them lose what they have. Each round will test your skills and see how well you all work as a team.
Enemy team boosted! Victory!
In Park Beyond, you can create the amusement park of your dreams regardless of gravity. Take on the role of a prolific newcomer to a company going through tough times and create mind-blowing amusement parks. You can build machines that you have always dreamed of but not possible in real life, team up with passionate amusement park worker Phil, tough but friendly manager Izzy, and many more colorful and ambitious characters to build a lucrative and successful amusement park company. Easy-to-understand controls and a story mode will help you learn the basics of management and build increasingly crazier machines and modular roller coasters. Greyhill Incident throws players back into the early 1990s in a small town called Greyhill. When strange paranormal happenings arise in the town, residents begin to fear that something out of this world is coming. With conspiracies running rampant that the government may be involved, the town starts to prepare for an onslaught attack from an alien invasion. Players are taking the role of an average man armed, with only a bat and a revolver. Board up the windows, meet with your neighbors, investigate the area, and help fight off the aliens that are soon invading Greyhill.
Ryan, is everything all right?
I don't think so.
The series, which left its mark on the narrative-oriented psychological horror genre, played with a first-person perspective, returns to tell the last blood-curdling story in Layers of Fear. Along with Layers of Fear and Layers of Fear 2 all DLCs, a new twist to the Layers of Fear storyline, bringing together the previously untold story of the author that will tie everything together. This work is the most complete way to experience the acclaimed series. Layers of Fear, created with Unreal Engine 5, it supports ray tracing, HDR, and 4K resolution, making the visual immersive and the nightmarish experience as immersive and realistic as possible. I would definitely recommend this game to anyone who likes horror games. While the movie line for Aliens may be treading water, the video game line is still going strong in its own way, and 2023 will continue that with Aliens Dark Descent. The game will focus on a group of colonial marines who are sent to Moon Lethe in order to defeat some xenomorphs. But that's just the beginning of their problems, as there are not only aliens there, but terrifying monsters beyond them, as well as traitorous marines from another unit. Unlike previous games, you will control a full squad to eliminate threats, and you will have to choose the best team possible and then upgrade them over time to be able to overcome all these challenges.
Willis! Open fire! Go, go, go!
MotoGP 23, the racing, action, simulation game developed by the Milestone team and published by the same team, is getting ready to meet us game lovers on June 8th. The 23rd season, which will be the newest game in the MotoGP series, is preparing to offer us a high-level racing experience with new content. There is a mode in the game where we will start a new career, online PvP mode where we can compete with other players and more. With these modes, we can travel with our own racer in the game and try to win the competition. In this new production, which we can throw into the dust of the tracks, there are tough opponents, difficult intersections, and more.
Before a race begins, anything is possible.
EA and Codemasters have announced the features of this year's Formula One racing simulation series. F1 23 will be available for PlayStation, PC, and Xbox on June 16, 2023. Every team, driver, and circuit from F1's real-life 2023 season will be in play, including the street circuit of the new Las Vegas Grand Prix and Qatar's Lusail International Circuit. The game will also feature the return of the Breaking Point story mode. This time around, Devin Butler and Aiden Jackson will compete as teammates on a newly formed racing team. Codemasters has updated the handling of the cars based on feedback from the F1 teams. The vehicles are said to have more predictable behavior this time around and have more traction when braking, accelerating, and navigating corners. The game also features many innovations, including precision drive technology. Players will be able to set races to 35% of their real-life distance. Red flags are also among the other features added to the game. you will take on the role of Nini in Loop 8 Summer of Gods. Nini is a young man with a special Devil Sight ability that gives him a leg up against K-Guy. Not only that, but by the grace of the gods, he is able to cycle the 8th month of the year as much as he needs to make a difference in the fight against demonic beings. If the plot wasn't already complicated enough, Nini had grown up on the space station Hope. There are only a few habitable areas left on Earth, and if the K-Guy find their way, they will be destroyed. Throughout the game, you will have to make important choices that affect your comfortable daily lives and ultimately the fate of the world in the face of the K-Guy threat.
Ever since you came to live here, every day has been so exciting.